One man, one mission to get FarleyTV back up where they belong in the Saudi Pro League and make loads of money doing it. Defeats, draws, defeats, draws, defeats. Jordan Henderson, Camels, Steven Gerrard, FarleyTV, the documentary nobody ever wants to see. Exclusive to FarleyTV. This is I'll be getting sacked in the morning. FarleyTV lie 27th in the table and best paid manager in the world Steven Gerrard is under pressure. There's a protest outside FarleyTV headquarters and Gerrard is sent out to speak to the mob.
Of course, look, everyone, calm down, just calm down. Look, I've come out of here out of the pure love and respect I've got for the club and because, you know, the chairman's just given me £500,000 to do so. But look, I've got lots of respect for all of you that are doing this protest. Well, both of you. But you and your dog, mate, basically. But look, the responsibility for the results lies with me. Me 23 assistant managers are thrown under the bus. It was their fault, nothing to do with me and the players. Jordan Henderson, a lot of them, they're all really crap. Nothing to do with me, okay? But look, this is where it turns round. You just watch. Watch what happens right now. Yeah, of course.
2 weeks later, and after another 17 defeats on the bounce, Steven has no option but to throw another assistant manager under the bus, and he makes some calls to bring a new one in.
Yeah, of course, Gary Mack. Do you fancy being my new assistant manager? You're washing your hair, but you're bored, mate. Don't forget it. Bye. Yeah, of course. Hello, mate. Do you fancy being my new assistant manager? You fell off a cliff. When? In the next 10 minutes? Oh, alright, bye. Yeah, of course, I am, Mum. Do you fancy being my new assistant manager? You cooking a tea? What about after that? You walking the dogs? Alright, no worries. See you later. Bye. Yeah, of course. You fancy being my new assistant manager? Oh, I've called the wrong number. Go on then, answer the question you want or not. Yeah, of course.
It's another defeat for FarleyTV Football Club, this time losing 4-2 at Al Shira, and with no assistant manager to blame, Steven Gerrard has to find someone else to throw under the bus.
Yeah, of course. Look, mate, I'm sorry, but your performances they haven't been acceptable. This defeat's on you. You have to take responsibility. You've been really poor. You know, you're really slow. You don't offer much. And to be honest with you, your silence speaks a million volumes. I thought you were a better camel than that, but clearly you're not. And I'm sorry, but I'll be getting a new camel. See you later. Bye. Yeah, of course.
Incredibly, despite taking FarleyTV 99 places down the table, Steven Gerrard is offered a new contract with the club, but negotiations are proven hard work for the chairman.
Yeah, of course, look, the timing's not great, I'm not too sure. You know, Pep's under pressure at Man City. I think Carlo Ancelotti's leaving Real Madrid, so there's 2 jobs that'll be there for me. I think Arne Slot. You know, I'll probably be next in after him. So, look, if you give me £1 trillion a week, a camel that lays diamond eggs, and a couple of islands, and a yacht, and my own private jet, then I'll think about it. Yeah, of course.
After a 5-1 defeat against Steven is ready to blame another member of staff and not himself yet again.
Yeah, of course, look, you'll have to take responsibility. You're clearly in denial, but this defeat's on you. Look, I know you're a good chef, but as far as I'm concerned, the chicken was too dry and the tacos were too crispy, and that's why we've lost the game today, so you're sacked. Bye. Yeah, of course.